watching Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video, and in today's video I'm coming on here to talk about Ron Rivera's press conference that he had today. He spilled a little nuggets about training camp, about the draft, about signing William Jackson, so we have a lot of stuff to get to today. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure to go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case our Washington football team. Let's get straight into today's video. So Ron Rivera had his press conference today, like I said, and he spilled a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? You know Ron Rivera. When I mean a lot of things, not really, because when you ask Ron Rivera a question, and as he should, he basically gives you the runarounds. He doesn't directly give you the answer to your question, and like I said, that's the smart thing to do, and I'm glad we have a coach that actually does that and not tell you the game plan. I mean, like, I believe it was Rihanna Walker that asked him about William Jackson, and we'll talk a little bit about this more as the video proceeds, but I believe she asked him about William Jackson and about playing man coverage and zone. He said, without giving you our game plan, that he plans on, you know, obviously using more man coverage since we have William Jackson. I mean, he didn't physically say, yes, we will play more man, because he's not going to say that. That's what he meant to say. And that's one thing that you have to learn about Ron Rivera, is you have to read between the lines with a guy like Ron, man, because he's not going to answer your question verbatim, but he is going to get the meaning of your question that you wanted him to ask, but not say it verbatim. I know that's a lot to comprehend, but Ron is a weird guy in a good way. So he first started the press conference off by talking about the draft and how it affected, you know, obviously due to the pandemic that's going on still, how it's affecting him and meeting with players like that. And he said obviously they have Martin Mayhew and Scott Turner going out to pro days and whatnot, but you still physically can't interact with the player or the prospect, so it's kind of tough to get to know these players. And like I said, that's a big problem for a lot of teams. And I'm including us in that bunch. We are teams that like not only to draft players for their skills, but for the way they act and if they fit our culture. And like Ron Rivera said, you can't really know that over a virtual session with these guys. He said it himself that it's a lot that you can't hide if you're in person, and some stuff that you can hide over Zoom and whatnot. And I don't think any, you know, player is going to do anything like that, but you never know. And like Ron Rivera said, it's kind of tough to scout these guys virtually as far as meetings and whatnot. Now, he did address the possibility of trading up, kinda. He basically just said that Washington is monitoring that since the trade between the 49ers and Dolphins and Eagles happened. They're monitoring that, but it doesn't really matter because all they can do is control what's in front of them, not behind them. So he said they are looking at trades, but it's not nothing to the ordinary with it, like we got to trade up. He said if a guy that we wanted is taken, then we can possibly trade up to probably prevent that. And he basically just once again gave you the runarounds and basically left the door open for you to assume that a trade up could possibly happen. Next thing that Ron Rivera talked about was Brandon Sheriff, and he talked about how Brandon Sheriff and the franchise tag is done. Obviously he's signed for this year and it's no more further conversation to happen as of now. They are interested in re-signing him long term, obviously we know that, and I'm pretty sure the feelings are mutual. They just trying to find a right deal and a right contract that satisfies both sides. So I still feel like Brandon Sheriff will eventually be here long term, but it's cool that he's here for at least this year, and I'm pretty sure contract talks will resume probably in the summertime, close to the deadline to have a long-term deal done, which I believe is in July. Like I said, he talked a little bit about William Jackson and what made him the perfect fit for Washington. He basically said that once again, as we knew, they want to re-sign their own, and they couldn't re-sign Ronald Darby, unfortunately, which left them with a big hole, so they had to go to the top of the charts and fulfill that hole with William Jackson. And he said basically what attracted him to William Jackson was the ability to, you know, play the receiver up close, you know, hard and also physical, but also keeping his eyes on the quarterback to make plays on the ball. Said that he likes the way that he puts himself in position to make plays on the ball. And I forgot who answered the question, but he kind of basically said that Ron Rivera is a cornerback whisperer and a defensive whisperer, which we kind of know that already, and that's kind of what what attracts a lot of people here to Washington, because not only for me but for Jack Del Rio, obviously, and he's basically said that they have big plans for William Jackson, and it gives them the flexibility to able to play man or zone. Like I said earlier in the video, he addressed that, but not really. But you gotta read between the lines with Ron Rivera. He saved the best for last. He put us out our misery. He wasted zero time. He told us straight up that Washington's quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick will enter training camp as the starting quarterback, and obviously it will be an open competition. But this shouldn't come to no surprise by any Washington fan, unless you wanted Taylor Heinicke to be the starter. Then you're a little bit surprised, but this should come to no surprise. Honestly, you know they wanted Ryan Fitzpatrick to be the starter. They're paying him starter money, so it's no reason why Ryan Fitzpatrick should at least enter camp. The backup going to be an open competition. Kinda believe them, but then again, last year they told us it was an open competition, and he basically handed it to Dwayne Haskins. So I'm not comparing Dwayne Haskins to Ryan Fitzpatrick, but I'm saying that Ron Rivera tends to just hand over the job to the guy that he has the most faith in. And I'm gonna be honest, man, it's obviously and it's clear that it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's a veteran. We're paying him quarterback one money, at least for this year. So, and I'm gonna just go out there now and say it. I believe that Ryan Fitzpatrick is your starter for the 2021 season. I don't care about Ron Rivera coming out here and saying it's going to be an open competition. It very well could be an open competition, but I believe deep down inside Ron Rivera's brain that he knows that he wants to make Ryan Fitzpatrick the starter. Yes, he's going to make it seem like he's giving Taylor Heinicke and Kyle Allen a chance to compete, but he knows deep down inside he wants Ryan Fitzpatrick to start. And honestly, my opinion on it, I'm not really mad about it. I mean, I would have liked to see Taylor Heinicke to start, to see what he can at least do coming off from that playoff. At least give him probably 1 or 2 games, and if he's terrible, then you put Ryan Fitzpatrick in. But for them to start off the season with Ryan Fitzpatrick, if it is the case, it's no shocker. I mean, maybe he performs well, man, and he can lead us to great things, or he, you know, performs like Ryan Fitzpatrick that we know and, you know, some people hate or love, and he gets pulled for Taylor Heinicke or Kyle Allen. Who knows, man? We still don't know who's going to be the definitive starter. This is just opinionated by me, your boy Juan Gotti, that I believe is going to be your starter day one, and I feel like Ron Rivera basically put that to bed today. Oh yeah, and what I forgot to mention was that Ron Rivera in his press conference was asked about the future quarterback, and he basically said about drafting him, and he answered that no, not really. We're not looking to draft a guy. We're looking to get all the pieces together now and then drop him in, basically like how the Seattle Seahawks did with Russell Wilson. They had everything, you know, ready to go, and they just dropped him right in the middle, and boom, success happened. So either he's lying to us and he's basically just trying to play it off, so maybe he can draft his guy, other teams not worry about us per se, but then deep down inside he's really looking to draft his guy. Maybe he's lying, or the other way, maybe he's really telling the truth and he really wants to get this team right first and then draft our future quarterback, whether it's this year, next year, or whatever, and then drop him right in the middle. Who knows what's going on in Ron Rivera's head? And like I said before, I like it like this. I like it that we don't know. Other teams don't know. So if we don't know, you know for sure other teams don't know. So you can interpret it to your own opinion, whether you believe him or not. I don't know if he's telling the truth, but I'm just here reporting it as I always do. So we're gonna see what Ron Rivera's got planned, man. So yeah, man, it's been your boy Juan Gotti. Just a quick little video, nothing major. Just wanted to talk about Ron Rivera's press conference and the big, I guess, splash that he talked about with Ryan Fitzpatrick entering camp as the day one starter. Like I said, shouldn't come to no surprise to anyone. So yeah, man, let me know how you guys feel about this video down below. It's been your boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hell to the Washington football team. Happy opening day to all you baseball fans out there. Unfortunately, our Nationals game got postponed, but hopefully we can play the Mets soon. Like, comment, subscribe. Hell to the Washington football team. It's been your boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace. Cross me one time, that's gonna get you popped. Get you popped, get you dropped. Slide on the one where they get you boxed on. I ain't stopping till I get me